নমস্কাৰ, ৱেলকাম টু মাই চেনেল গেট চিটেড। আজি আমি পেডাগজিৰ কেইটামান কুৱেশ্যন আলোচনা কৰিম, তো নিশ্চয় ভিডিঅ'টো চাই থাকিব। আৰু লগতে মই ক'ব বিচাৰিছোঁ যে দিছ অল কুৱেশ্যনছ এনচাৰ বেছড অন ফাইনেল চিটেড এনচাৰ কি, চ' দেয়াৰ ইজ নো ডাউট ইটছ 100%ly accurate. The first question, which of the following correctly describe extrinsic motivation? First option, motivation that comes from a sense of personal satisfaction. Second, motivation that comes from personal enjoyment of the task. Third, motivation that comes from internal factor. Fourth, motivation that comes from environmental consequences. The correct option is fourth, motivation that comes from environmental consequences. The next question, meaningful learning is primarily not about. First option, understanding the concept. Second, constructing knowledge. Third, developing skills. Fourth, memorizing information. The correct option is memorizing information. Next, in developmental terms, a time frame where an individual upholds an amplified sensitively to particular insensitive for developing particular skills to function in an efficient manner is referred to as dash of development. Option, first option, stimulus period. Second, critical period. Third, encoding period. Fourth, incentive period. The correct option is second, critical period. Next question, assertion reason. Assertion, teachers should distance themselves from student and place primarily responsibility for learning on them only. Reason, learning takes place effectively in an authoritative rather than a democratic environment. The correct option is first one. Both A and R are false. Next, challenges in social communication are evident in. First option, cerebral palsy, autism spectrum disorder. Third, learning disabilities. Fourth, attention deficient hyperactivity disorder. The correct option is second, autism spectrum disorder. Next question, which of the following statement represent proximodistal principles of development? First option, identical twins living in different cultures can develop at different rates. Second, children develop ability to grasp the ball before putting bit in thread. Third, children develop ability to sit up before standing. Fourth, development is multi-directional and multi-dimensional. The correct option is second, children develop ability to grasp and the ball before putting braid in thread. Next, in order to help student to become good problem solver, a teacher should emphasize on the practice of. The option, approaching problem in a particular fixed fashion. Second, breaking large complex problem into smaller manageable problem. Third, centering only on one particular piece of information related to problem. Fourth, focusing on information that confirm existing belief and preconception. The correct option is second, breaking large complex problem into smaller manageable problems. Next question, assertion reason. Assertion, effective teachers familiarize themselves with daily lives and socio-cultural background of learners. Reason: learning takes place in a social context. The correct option is second. Both A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation of A. Next, Lawrence Kohlberg argued that first option, there are cultural differences in moral reasoning of children. Second, moral development occur progressively in stages. Third, there are gender differences in moral reasoning of children. Fourth, moral development in children occur in a continuous manner. The correct option is second, moral development occur progressively in stages. The next, children learn better if they experiences. First option, moderate level of excitement to learn. Second, high degree of anxiety to perform. Third, learned helplessness. Fourth, low level of alertness during activity. The correct option is 1, moderate level of excitement to learn. Next, mastery-oriented learners typically attribute success to dash and failure to dash. Option: ability to effort, bad luck; ability to good luck, low ability; ability and effort, insufficient effort; ability and luck, good luck; and task difficulty. The correct option is third, ability and effort, insufficient effort. Next question. According to Vygotsky's theory of learning and development, which of the following is an example of scaffolding? The option: providing a student with a grade for their work as motivation. Second, providing a student with a reading assignment and asking them to answer question independently. Third, demonstrating a skill to a student and them having them master it on their own. Fourth, breaking a task down into smaller steps and providing support as needed. The correct option is fourth, breaking a task down into smaller steps and providing support as needed. Next, according to Vygotsky, children speak to themselves. First option, to provide self-reinforcement when adults are ignoring them. Second, because they are egocentric. Third, because their thought is illogical. Fourth, to aid thought and for self-regulation. The correct option is fourth, to aid thought and for self-regulation. Next question. At which level of Kohlberg memory moral development does individuals' ethical behavior mainly depends on the mindset that what do people think of me? First option, non-conventional, pre-conventional, conventional, post-conventional. The correct option is third, conventional, only conventional. Next and last question. Children often come up with their own explanation of event around them. On being probed as they to why does it rain, Sia says, God was tired to crying. The buckets of water on his shoulder. Such explanation. First option, illustrate that children are not capable of any reasoning. Second, proof that children thinking is much lesser than adult quantitatively. Fourth, indicate that children have naive understanding rooted in their cultural context with which they try to understand event. Fourth, depict that children have an egocentric view and cannot consider others' viewpoint. The correct option is third, is right or correct. indicate that children have naive understanding rooted in their cultural context with which they try to understand event. Thank you everyone for watching my video.